Hi everyone, as you can see, things have cooled off here a little bit, but at least grackles, catbirds, robins and hummingbirds are still here. This summer was kind of strange when it comes to hummingbirds and feeders. We had hummingbirds at our feeders at the beginning of the summer when they first arrived, and then they disappeared. We saw them, a lot of them, at our flowers, but never really at the feeders, to the point that I actually took these two feeders down and I only kept one in the front. And about 2 weeks ago they all started coming to that front feeder. Here's a footage of the male hummingbird that I shot just a couple of days ago. So there is a reason for that. They're all getting ready to migrate south, so they need more fat, more energy to take on this arduous journey. So now is actually a really good time to put up more hummingbird feeders in your backyard to accommodate all those getting ready to migrate, or even catching those who might be already migrating through your area. I have one that I'm putting up right here next to the flowers. We've seen them on these flowers, and the other one I'm going to show you. And do you remember the cardinal flowers that I rescued last summer at the end of the season? Well, they overwintered really well and they grew into this beautiful tall bush that hummingbirds really enjoyed this summer. Did you know that cardinal flowers actually rely on hummingbirds for pollination? So this is where I'm going to place my third hummingbird feeder. Bill Mitchell has a question about bluebirds' behavior. 3 years ago, we had a bluebird acting as though he wanted to come inside by flying up and down the front center window and striking the window several times. He would then move over to the side and latch onto the screen, then repeat the process several times each day. This behavior continued through the summer season. The following year, the same behavior with the addition of a second bird 2/3 through the summer. The birds would hit the front window, and if they did not see one of us, they would fly over the house to the back window and fly up and down the back sliding door, resting on the chairs. This year we have 3 bluebirds all attacking the window at the same time. If I go outside to watch them, they will go into one of the trees and just sing at me. The birds act as though they want some company.
Hi Bill. The bluebirds attacking your windows are among almost 20 bird species in the world that have been documented engaging in this behavior, ranging from robins to wild turkeys. But yours is the first report that I've heard involving a tag team of 3 birds. Contrary to what some believe, that the birds are trying to gain entry through an invisible barrier, they're actually attacking the reflections in the windows as territorial intruders. As long as they move anywhere around your house and see another so-called intruder reflected in the glass, they'll spend hours fluttering at it, pecking at it with their beaks, and raking it with their talons. And when exhausted doing that, they might instead assume territorial postures in the window, trying to drive off the non-existent intruder. And it's not just windows providing the reflective surface to induce this behavior. Chrome bumpers and grills, side view mirrors, and shiny hubcaps of motor vehicles, as well as reflective gazing balls, are all targets of these poor birds. It's all driven by hormones. As soon as the sex hormones dissipate, the birds stop attacking the window. It could last for just a couple of weeks or the whole summer, as long as the birds are raising young. While the birds seldom injure themselves, often just leaving a fair bit of bird snot on your windows, they waste countless hours and valuable energy in this activity while perhaps ignoring real intruders, not spending their time finding food for their mates and young, and most important, exposing themselves big time to predators. And that's precisely why one must take action to lessen this activity. In my next report, I'll tell you how to do just that.
It's been known for a while that people who live in cities have higher cholesterol levels than those that live in the country. And a new study reveals that it's the same for crows. Just like humans, crows love junk food, especially greasy cheeseburgers. Because of easy access to cheeseburgers in dumpsters and alleys, crows eat them all the time. And this is what seems to be causing a rise in cholesterol levels in the general urban crow population. The study that was conducted by Andrea Townsend involved feeding crows cheeseburgers and then catching them to check their cholesterol levels. She said that she got a few strange looks when she walked into a McDonald's and ordered 100 cheeseburgers at a time. Ironically, where cheeseburgers might be hurting humans, they're actually helping crows. When exposed to fattier foods, young crows put on weight faster, which actually helps them survive outside the nest when they're only a month old. I guess it's time for McDonald's to change their marketing. The helmeted honeyeater has been on the verge of extinction for years. With only 230 birds left in the wild, these birds are running out of partners and might be facing extinction from inbreeding. However, just a couple of weeks ago, conservationists and researchers released 36 hybrid birds into a nature preserve just outside of Melbourne, Australia. This hybrid is a cross between the yellow-tufted honeyeater and the helmeted honeyeater. The scientists are hoping that this hybrid bird will introduce enough genetic material that the population of helmeted honeyeaters will start to grow again. This story was sent to us by John Petrus, who lives in Pennsylvania. He actually went to the site and took some pictures. So here's what it's all about. When a pair of ospreys built a nest on a power pole in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, the Erie Bird Observatory and Duquesne Light got together to move the nest to a safer place. With the help of the Pennsylvania Game Commission, a new pole, a safer pole, was erected. A platform was built on top of it, and the nest was successfully moved. Duquesne Lights then donated $5,000 to the Erie Bird Observatory to help them with initiatives like moving ospreys' nests to safer places.
Hi, I'm Sandra from Customer Care. Thank you so much for your pictures of the hummingbirds. We really appreciate them because they're leaving us soon. Here's our top 5. Third place, John Blow. Second place, Willem van Vliet. And our top winner of the suet feeder is Monique Lavoie. Congratulations. Next month, drinking birds.
Well, this is it for now. If you have extra feeders, don't be shy to put them up. You might catch a few migratory birds passing through your backyard as well. Take care, everyone.